Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Watch my video and subscribe my channel. Luna Nozawa pregnant following deceptive night with Will Spencer. Luna Nozawa's positive pregnancy test reveals Will Spencer as the father following a deceitful encounter. Will and Electra's relationship is in crisis. Shocking B&B spoilers inside. TLDR, Luna Nozawa is pregnant after tricking an intoxicated Will Spencer at his promotion party by impersonating his fiancée Spencer-Forrester, resulting in an explosive love triangle that threatens to destroy the young pair and spark a war between the Spencer and Forrester families. Fire Luna's pregnancy bombshell rocks Los Angeles. Hold on to your pearls, soap aficionados, for Luna Nozawa has just launched a nuclear bomb in the heart of Will Spencer and Forrester's dream romance. The deceitful schemer's positive pregnancy test is about to flip everyone's lives upside down. Let's be clear about what happened. Luna didn't just hook up with Will. She pulled off a premeditated deception, prompting fans to call this a straight-out assault plot. And now, she has the ultimate tool to force her way into the Spencer dynasty. What happened with Luna and Will? Will Spencer was blackout drunk at his promotion party at Il Giardino when Luna Nozawa executed her twisted plan. The spoilers confirm that Luna interrupted the party after learning about it from her grandma, Sheila Carter, who overheard Katie Logan making the plans. Here's where things get very disturbing. Luna allegedly used Electra's mask to disguise herself, got entrance to Will's room, and began a sexual encounter while he was quite intoxicated. Will awoke with fragmented memories, unable to put the pieces together of what had actually happened that night. He mistakenly felt he had been intimate with Electra. The kicker? Electra had actually refused to be personal with inebriated Will before, claiming self-respect and the desire for their first encounter to be significant. What a dramatic contrast to Luna's predatory conduct. Is Will truly the father of Luna's baby? Yes, the chronology strongly suggests that Will Spencer is the father, given the pregnancy occurs immediately after their rendezvous at his promotion celebration. But, and this is a big but, we're dealing with Luna Nozawa here, people. Remember, this is the same woman who faked a paternity test to convince Bill Spencer that he was her biological father. Dr. Lee Finnegan exposed the scheme, portraying Luna as someone willing to commit paternity fraud without hesitation. Could this pregnancy be another sophisticated scam? With Luna's track record and pathological obsession with becoming a Spencer, nothing is off the table. Some admirers believe the entire pregnancy could be a hoax, similar to her previous paternity deception. How will Electra react to Luna's pregnancy announcement? Spencer-Forrester will be horrified when she learns about Luna's pregnancy, according to teasers. But here's what distinguishes Electra from your normal soap opera victim. She doesn't buy what Luna is selling. Electra, Eric Forrester's grandniece and a famous jewelry designer in her own right, with both intelligence and resources. She's already demonstrated amazing integrity by refusing to take advantage of Will while he was drunk. Now, she'll most likely play the role of investigator in the plot, determined to find out what truly transpired that night. Do not expect Electra to simply cry and walk away. This Forrester has a backbone, and she understands what kind of snake Luna is. The question is, will Will believe his girlfriend or the lady who claims to be carrying his child? What happens next for the Spencer and Forrester families? Get ready for all-out war. Bill Spencer does not play when it comes to his family, and Luna has just made herself public enemy number one. Remember what Bill tried to do to Amber Moore when she claimed to be pregnant with Liam's child. He hoped that a malfunctioning balcony would allow her to plummet to her death, pregnant and all. Bill and Katie are already planning to band together to support their son. But with Sheila Carter backing her granddaughter Luna, this battle is going to be ugly. Bill will not see this pregnancy as a blessing, but rather as a hostile takeover of his bloodline. Meanwhile, Dr. Lee Finnegan finds herself in an impossible situation. She discovered Luna's first paternity scam, but she is also extremely protective of her family. One alarming spoiler even suggests that Lee may consider extreme measures like as aborting Luna's unborn baby in order to shield everyone from the aftermath. Could their shared crisis lead Lee and Sheila to form an unusual alliance? Spoilers indicate that these two antagonists may become confidants, united by their concern for Luna. That would be a twist. Do not be surprised if Bill tries to pay off or threatens Luna to disappear. Elektra does her own inquiry into that night. Will feel stuck between his commitment to a possible child and his love for Elektra. Sheila helps Luna cover her traces and finalize her plan. Someone finds evidence that the pregnancy is false or that Will is not the father. Given Luna's history, this might all be one big con to get the Spencer wealth she wanted so badly. Alternatively, it could be a true pregnancy that Luna is using to irreversibly destroy Will and Elektra's love. Quick answers for B&B fans. Question: is Luna actually pregnant? A. The pregnancy test was positive, but considering Luna's history of deceit, people are doubtful. Question: did Luna assault Will? A. Will was heavily intoxicated, and Luna allegedly disguised herself as Elektra in what many are calling an assault by deceit. Question: will Elektra and Will break up? A. Their relationship will be severely tested, but Elektra appears to be willing to fight for her guy. Question: could anyone else be the father? A. While Will is the most obvious choice, Luna's history of paternity fraud makes anything feasible. This pregnancy plot has strong Steffy Liam hope triangle vibes, but with a darker twist. Luna's deception, Will's trauma, and Elektra's heartbreak are only the start. With the Spencers and Forresters ready for battle and Sheila Carter stirring the fire, this baby drama is about to explode in ways that will shake Los Angeles to its very core. Luna Nozawa's shocking revelation that she is pregnant following a calculated, deceptive night with Will Spencer has set Los Angeles ablaze with scandal, betrayal, and heartbreak. And it's safe to say that the fallout from this twisted plot is about to consume the Spencer and Forrester families in ways no one could have anticipated. Because let's be honest, in the world of B&B, when one manipulative move is made, a tidal wave of consequences is inevitable, and this time Luna's scheme executed, with the precision and cold-heartedness of a master manipulator, has forced fans to confront a story so dark, so morally complex, that questions of consent, loyalty, and the very nature of love are all colliding at once, leaving Will Spencer, the golden boy of the Spencer dynasty, reeling from confusion, shame, and guilt, because the man who thought he was celebrating a promotion with family and friends at the luxurious Il Giardino ended up becoming the unwitting pawn in a grand and sinister game orchestrated by Luna, who, empowered by her grandmother Sheila Carter's ruthless guidance, saw an opportunity to exploit Will's intoxicated vulnerability, wearing a mask allegedly stolen from Elektra Forrester to impersonate his beloved girlfriend, and thereby initiating a sexual encounter that he has only fragmented memories of, unable to reconcile the night's events with his reality, creating a psychological and emotional chasm that threatens not only his relationship with Elektra, but his own sense of self and morality, while Elektra, who had earlier refused to take advantage of Will's inebriation out of respect for their relationship and the significance of their intimacy, finds herself confronting a nightmare scenario where her intelligence, resourcefulness, and unyielding integrity will be tested as she attempts to navigate the treacherous waters of deception, uncover the truth of what really happened that night, and protect the love she shares with Will against the relentless machinations of Luna, whose track record of paternity fraud and manipulative obsession with the Spencer family renders every interaction suspect, leaving fans wondering whether this pregnancy is genuine or another elaborate con designed to secure her place within the Spencer dynasty and weaponize her perceived victimhood to manipulate both Will and Elektra, while the looming threat of familial warfare intensifies as Bill Spencer, a man whose loyalty to his children is matched only by his capacity for vengeance, recognizes this pregnancy not as a blessing but as an affront to his bloodline, a hostile act orchestrated by a young woman willing to disrupt generations of carefully maintained power dynamics and Katie Logan, ever the protective matriarch, aligns herself with Bill in preparation for the inevitable confrontation. Knowing full well that Sheila Carter's involvement with her granddaughter guarantees that this conflict will escalate to shocking, unpredictable heights, while Dr. Lee Finnegan, caught between her professional ethics, her loyalty to the truth, and her fierce protective instincts toward family, finds herself in an impossible moral quandary, contemplating actions extreme enough to prevent potential harm to all involved, perhaps even questioning whether her own interference could avert a disaster or inadvertently fuel it. As the Spencers and Forresters brace themselves for a storm in which accusations, alliances, and betrayals intersect, creating a volatile environment where any misstep could spark all-out war. And amidst this chaos, Will, struggling with the possibility of fatherhood under circumstances he cannot fully recall, must grapple with his own guilt and responsibility, torn between his love for Elektra, the implications of a potential child, and the shadowy influence of Luna and Sheila, while Elektra, refusing to be sidelined or victimized, embarks on a relentless pursuit of truth, gathering evidence, questioning motives, and preparing to confront not only Luna, but Will himself, as the tension between obligation, trust, and desire threatens to fracture every relationship in her orbit. And the stakes are magnified further by Luna's unpredictable behavior, her willingness to manipulate facts, emotions, and perceptions, her capacity to exploit every weakness, and her relentless drive to insert herself into the Spencer family legacy, which fans have already seen manifested through her previous deceptions, making every decision, every revelation, every whispered conversation a potential trigger for scandal, heartbreak, or violence. And as the city of Los Angeles watches with bated breath, eager to witness the next twist in this darkly compelling saga, the question remains, will the truth emerge in time to save relationships and reputations, or will Luna's pregnancy become the ultimate weapon in a campaign to destroy love, trust, and family from within, while allegiances shift, tempers flare, and secrets threaten to unravel in spectacular fashion, creating a domino effect of drama so intense that even veteran soap fans find themselves gasping at each new development as Bill considers his next moves, potentially confronting Luna directly or attempting to manipulate the legal and financial levers at his disposal, while Elektra digs deeper, uncovering clues, piecing together fragments of evidence, and perhaps finding unexpected allies among those who have previously doubted her intuition, and Will, caught in the crossfire of his own uncertainty, must confront the reality of being at the center of a scandal that questions his integrity, loyalty, and ability to protect those he loves, all while Luna maneuvers with the cunning of a seasoned strategist, exploiting every vulnerability, creating chaos at every turn, and ensuring that the Spencer and Forrester families are pushed to their limits emotionally, financially, and socially, forcing each character to make decisions that could either save their relationships or irreparably damage them. And amidst the swirling storm of suspicion, accusation, and deception, Dr. Lee's presence looms as both a potential mediator and a wild card, whose decisions may tilt the balance toward resolution or catastrophe, with Sheila Carter's influence as ever a looming shadow, poised to escalate the drama further by guiding Luna, defending her granddaughter's ambitions, and perhaps even confronting the Spencers and Forresters in ways that challenge moral boundaries and test the very definitions of family loyalty and justice. And as the story unfolds, fans are left grappling with impossible questions about consent, manipulation, love, and the consequences of actions driven by obsession and ambition, while the suspense builds toward inevitable confrontations, revelations, and heartbreaks in a narrative where every secret has the potential to explode, every relationship hangs by a thread, and every character must navigate a treacherous web of truth, deception, and desire, ultimately culminating in a situation so fraught with tension, emotion, and stakes that the only certainty is that the next chapters in Luna Nozawa's pregnancy saga will irrevocably alter the lives, loves, and loyalties of every Spencer and Forrester in Los Angeles, leaving viewers breathless, outraged, and addicted to every twist, turn, and shocking revelation that emerges from this dark, twisted, and utterly captivating tale of deception, ambition, and the lengths one woman will go to claim the family, the love, and the power she believes are rightfully hers. As news of Luna Nozawa's positive pregnancy test spreads like wildfire through the elite social circles of Los Angeles, every Spencer-Forrester in town is forced to confront the harsh reality that their carefully maintained lives are about to implode under the weight of betrayal, manipulation, and scandal, and the stakes could not be higher, because the implications of Luna's actions reach far beyond a simple love triangle between her, Will Spencer and Electra Forrester, touching every relationship, every alliance, and every hidden secret in the city, with Bill Spencer immediately mobilizing his resources, calling in lawyers, private investigators, and even security teams to ensure that his son is protected from both emotional and social fallout, all while fuming at the audacity of Luna, whose willingness to deceive, manipulate, and weaponize her own body against the man she claims to love, or perhaps against everyone who stands in her way, is nothing short of infuriating, and yet, despite his rage, Bill must also weigh the delicate balance between protecting his family and avoiding a public scandal that could destroy the Spencer reputation, knowing that any misstep could be broadcast across the media by gossip-hungry tabloids eager to exploit the unfolding drama for their own profit, while Katie Logan, who has always been the emotional compass for her family, finds herself torn between supporting Bill's aggressive defense of Will and maintaining her own moral integrity, fearful that a misjudgment could push Luna toward even more reckless behavior. And as the tension escalates, Sheila Carter, reveling in the chaos she helped orchestrate, quietly coaches Luna in the art of manipulation, providing her with strategies to exploit Will's guilt, Electra's skepticism, and even Lee Finnegan's protective instincts, knowing that a single misstep by any of her adversaries could cement Luna's hold over the Spencer family. Molly herself struggles with the ethical and emotional quagmire, having previously exposed Luna's paternity fraud, but now facing a situation where the truth could result in a cascade of heartbreak, betrayal, and even potential legal consequences, and yet Lee's fierce commitment to protecting family may compel her to consider unthinkable actions to contain the fallout, including monitoring Luna's movements, covertly gathering evidence, or even manipulating medical and legal channels to mitigate the risk, all while maintaining her professional reputation and avoiding the moral pitfall of overstepping boundaries in a high-stakes familial war. And as Luna's pregnancy becomes the central axis around which every conflict rotates, Will Spencer is thrust into a maelstrom of doubt, guilt, and emotional paralysis, unable to reconcile his memories, or lack thereof, with the unfolding reality, feeling simultaneously responsible for an unborn child he may not have consciously conceived and betrayed by the young woman he loves, Electra Forrester, who, despite her heartbreak and outrage, refuses to succumb to passive despair, instead launching her own discreet investigation, utilizing her intellect, social connections, and access to insider information within the Forrester and Spencer circles to uncover inconsistencies, question witnesses, and piece together a timeline that could exonerate Will, expose Luna, and restore her relationship, all while navigating the pressure of public scrutiny, family expectations, and her own personal sense of justice, creating a complex chessboard where every move has the potential to either solidify her position or further entangle her in Luna's web of deception. And as the story deepens, multiple subplots emerge. Private confrontations in opulent penthouses, heated exchanges at social events, secret alliances formed under hushed tones, clandestine, meetings with attorneys and private investigators, and emotionally charged discussions with friends who may be torn between loyalty and the desire to protect themselves from scandal, each layer of the narrative adding further tension, intrigue, and drama, as no character is safe from scrutiny, no secret is entirely secure, and the very fabric of the Spencer and Forrester dynasties is threatened by one night of deception, one pregnancy test, and the unrelenting ambition of a young woman who will stop at nothing to claim what she believes is rightfully hers, and in this spiraling vortex of intrigue, the moral, ethical, and emotional questions mount relentlessly. Will Will confront Luna and demand the truth, or will he succumb to guilt and the fear of destroying his relationship with Elektra? Will Elektra expose Luna publicly, risking ultimate humiliation, or will she play the long game, discreetly gathering evidence until the right moment? Will Bill take severe measures, devoting all of his resources to protecting the family and punishing Luna, or will he be forced to negotiate, compromise, and confront the daunting job of containing chaos? Will he take the road of rationality, risk, or moral compromise to limit the damage? And lurking just behind the scenes, Sheila Carter, ever the puppeteer, continues to manipulate, provoke, and engineer each encounter with surgical precision, turning allies into adversaries and adversaries into pawns, ensuring that the tensions will not only persist, but escalate exponentially, driving every character to the brink of emotional, psychological, and social collapse. All while the residents of Los Angeles, the gossip columns, and even casual onlookers watch with bated breath, captivated by the unfolding drama, scandal, and moral ambiguity. And as the weeks progress, the story will expand into explosive confrontations, courtroom showdowns, hospital crises, social sabotage, emotional blackmail, and familial betrayal. Each scene more intense, shocking, and emotionally charged than the last, culminating in an intricate, interwoven tapestry of passion, deception, loyalty, and revenge, proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that in the world of bold and the beautiful, no secret remains buried, no deception goes unpunished or occasionally unexploited, and every character, from Luna to Will, Elektra to Sheila, Bill to Lee, is destined to be forever changed by this one fateful night, one pregnancy, and the dark, tangled web that connects them all, ensuring that the city of Los Angeles will never again view the Spencer and Forrester families in the same light, as every interaction, every revelation, every secret, and every betrayal will ripple outward, leaving heartbreak, chaos, and the relentless, all-consuming intrigue of soap opera drama in its wake.